Dear students, I am here with the last module of the chapter Euclid's Geometry. In this module, we will discuss about equivalent versions of Euclid's fifth postulate. Till now, we have discussed about 5 postulates of Euclid. I am here giving a recap of fifth postulate once again. So what it says that if a straight line falling on two straight lines makes the interior angles on the same side of it taken together less than two right angles, then the two straight lines, if produced indefinitely, meet on that side on which the sum of angles is less than two right angles. It seems very difficult to understand it. I am explaining it here once again. Actually, I have already discussed it in the last module, but I am explaining it once. So here we can see that there are two straight lines AB and CD, and another line L is intersecting AB and CD at two different points P and Q respectively. Okay, so what do we get? We get the pair of two pairs of interior angles, one at the right side of the line L and one pair at the left side of line L. Here what do we see? That this angle plus this angle, if we measure these two angles and if we add them, we will get a sum of these two angles. The statement says that these two lines AB and CD will meet at that side of this line L where the sum of interior angles is less than two right angles. Two right angles means should be less than 180 degree. So obviously these two lines will meet at left side of line L because angle APQ plus angle CQP is less than 180 degree. This postulate is most important among all the 5 postulates because from this only we will have a very important concept in our modern geometry, how I am showing you here. We can have a situation when line L is falling on two straight lines AB and CD, and the situation is in such a way that the sum of the angles on same side of line L is equal to 180 degree. It is neither more than 180 degree nor less than 180 degree. That is exactly 180 degree. Then what will happen? Obviously, when the sum of angle P and angle Q is equal to 180 degree, the lines AB and CD will not meet at this side. Okay, and if once again, if the sum of angles is 180 degree, this side, here also it will be 180 degree. Can you guess why? Obviously because this is a straight line, this is a straight line, so the sum of all the 4 angles, this angle, this angle, this angle and this angle will be equal to 360 degree. So if the sum of this pair is 180 degree, obviously the sum of this pair will also be equal to 180 degree. Is this clear? So obviously when the sum is here also 180 degree, the lines will not meet at this side as well. So the line will neither meet this side nor meet this side. So obviously they will be parallel. So from Euclid's fifth postulate only we will have the concept of parallel lines. That is why I told you that this postulate is very important for modern geometry. Now there are several equivalent versions of this postulate. That means how we can understand what is the meaning of equivalent version. Means equal, the version, the statement which is exactly same as Euclid's fifth postulate. Okay, from which we can easily understand fifth postulate, the concept of fifth postulate. So one of them is Playfair axiom. Actually Playfair was also a Scottish mathematician. He was a mathematician from the country Scott, and then he gave an axiom which is taken from, which is extracted from Euclid's fifth postulate. Okay, and that axiom is known as Playfair axiom. What it says? It says that for every line L and for point P, for every point P not lying on L, it means point P is not on L. L is this line, this is line L, and P is a point which is outside of L. Is this clear? There exists a unique line M passing through P and a parallel to L. Okay, that means if we take this point P, there will be a line M passing through P which is a parallel to L. The meaning is that why word unique has been taken here. Unique is saying that M will be one and only one line. There cannot be other line except M which would be parallel to L. There will be a number of lines, because if I ask you how many lines can pass through P, infinite number of lines can pass through P, because we have already studied it. So a infinite number of lines can pass through a single point. So infinite lines can pass through P, but among those infinite lines there will be one and only one line M which would be parallel to L. I hope this is clear to you. Okay, now I am taking another statement which is another equivalent versions of Euclid's fifth postulate, that is, two distinct intersecting lines cannot be parallel to the same line. The same thing has been told in different way. What is that way? That suppose this is this and this are two. This is line M and there is another line. Suppose I am taking another line N. So M and N both are intersecting line. M and N both are intersecting at P. So if M is a parallel to L, N will never be parallel to L. Is this clear? That is what is being told here. Two distinct intersecting lines cannot be parallel to the same line. This is line L. So if we want a line which is a parallel to L and that should pass through P, there will be one and only one line, that would be M. And if suppose if N is a parallel to L, then M will not be parallel to L. Is this clear to everyone? Okay. Now we proceed with the solution of exercise 5.2. We are having only two exercises in this chapter. One we have already done, 5.1. Now I am doing with exercise 5.2. The first question is saying that how would you rewrite Euclid's fifth postulate so that it would be easier to understand? Okay, because I have already told you it seems a little bit difficult to understand Euclid's fifth postulate. So how we can write it in easy way? This is what the question is saying, so that everyone can understand it easily. Okay, so I am here writing the way you want to write, you can write, but I am giving my way here. If a line is falling on L at A and M at B, here I have taken a line, this is line L and this is line M, and one line N is falling on these two such that N is intersecting L at A and M at B. Okay, such that this angle 1, suppose this is angle 1 and this is angle 2. So angle 1 plus angle 2, that if we take the sum of 1 and 2, that is less than 180 degree. Suppose it is less than 180 degree, then L and M must intersect somewhere at P as shown in the figure, because it cannot meet this side. If we produce these two lines this side, they will go apart from each other. They will go away from each other. Okay, but on this side, on right side of line L, they will meet at somewhere. It is not fixed where they will meet, but they will meet somewhere, and that is the point of intersection is P. This is what Euclid's fifth postulate says. Is this clear to everyone? Now I am here with the second question. Does Euclid's fifth postulate imply the existence of parallel lines? Explain. That means, do we get the concept of parallel lines from Euclid's fifth postulate? Let's see what happens. By Euclid's fifth postulate, if a straight line L falls on two straight lines M and N such that the sum of interior angles on the same side of L is 180 degree. What postulate 5 says? It says that they will meet on that side of the line, of intersecting line, where the sum of angles is less than 180 degree. But suppose we are getting a special case where the sum of angle, the sum of this angle and this angle is exactly equal to 180 degree. That is neither more than 180 degree nor less than 180 degree. Then the lines will not meet on that side, because Euclid's fifth postulate said that they will meet only when the sum of angles is 180 degree. So obviously they will not meet this side. Okay. The same thing will happen, because if the sum, this angle plus this angle is 180 degree, obviously this angle and this angle will also be equal to 180 degree. So obviously they will not meet this side of the transversal of this line and neither they will meet this side nor they will meet this side. So obviously they will never meet. If they are not meeting this side, if they are not meeting this side, it means they will never meet. So the lines are parallel, and when they are not intersecting, they are parallel lines, and from here we get the concept of parallel lines. So therefore Euclid's fifth postulate imply the existence of parallel lines. I hope all of you have got it. If you find any difficulty in understanding any part of the chapter, you can write in the comment box. Okay, thank you and have a wonderful time.